Hey YouTube, this is your girl Jasmine Yvonne, and I'm coming to you guys today to do my install review for a hair company called MINKD Virgin Hair. They sent me their inches 224 and 226 in their Brazilian straight hair. I also have in a silk base closure. So again, they sent me 224 and 226 inches and a silk base closure. And again, the company is MINKD Virgin Hair. I did do an unboxing video of this hair company, and if you guys didn't see it, I will definitely check that out first. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, or anything like that, you saw that I did install this hair and I did dye this hair. If you watched the unboxing video, you saw that I did talk about that I went to dye it and how the hair was like a perfect chocolate brown and things like that. So I did end up dyeing it, and pretty much just it was easy to dye because it was already like a brown color. So I just bleached the hair twice for 2 25-minute trials. So I pretty much just put 40 Developer on there. I used Quick White from Sally's to get the hair blonde, and it was not light blonde at all. It was like a honey blonde. I always dye my hair to a honey blonde 90% of the time because I don't like my hair to be too bright, almost like a Skittle. I don't like that. I just feel like it looks really ugly. I don't know. I just never like when I see too bright hair. I'm just like, okay girl, tone it down just a little bit. But so I did dye the hair, especially with red. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not, so I was like, I don't know, so let me keep it kind of on the darker blonde side just in case I think it's crazy looking. But yeah, so I dyed the hair to like a dark honey blonde, and the color I use is Adore. And the color is, I think it's Bordeaux or Bordeaux or something. I think it's Bordeaux. I don't know how to say it, but I will definitely spell it right here. And again, it's Adore hair color in the white bottle, not the black or blue bottle, I believe, but it's in the white Adore bottle. And it's called Bordeaux. I believe that's how you say it, but I'm just not sure. And it's pretty much a burgundy red color, and it has some orangey and like light pinky tones to it. Let me show you guys. Yeah, it has like some light pink and like some orange kind of tones to the hair, but it's pretty much a nice burgundy red purpley color, which I loved how it came out. I know a lot of you guys love it. So yeah, when I did bleach one bundle though, it did tangle a little bit, but after moisturizing and conditioning and things like that, so it went right back to normal. So don't worry if you get this hair and you're bleaching it and it does kind of tangle a little bit or look really dry. All you have to do is just moisturize it, deep condition it really good, and you will be straight. So yeah, after I made the full unit, it was a really thick, coarse, straight kind of look, and it was a good sign for me. When you have straight hair and it's supposed to be virgin hair, it's not going to be bone straight. No straight hair is supposed to be bone straight. So when you get virgin hair, that's a good sign. If it's not perfect straight, it's like a wavy straight, and that's exactly how my hair was. It was so thick, it was puffy, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope it gets straight. So I did use my flat iron to get it bone straight, and I highly recommend this flat iron if you have thick hair. This flat iron is great for if you have thick weave hair or thick natural hair. And the flat iron that I use is this one, and this is my Hot Tools Fabulous Fuchsia flat iron in 1.5 inch. Again, this is Fabulous Fuchsia. I will leave the link to this flat iron below. It's from Ulta, and this thing works so good for getting your hair bone straight, especially if you have thick hair, especially if you have thick weave hair or natural hair. This flat iron will get that bad boy bone straight, and this is what I use and been using for my hair that I have installed now, because this hair does get pretty thick when it is washed and air dried. So if you want to get bone straight, that's what I've been using. I also have been using hairspray, and if I used to see videos with people using hairspray before they flatten their hair, and I used to be like, what the hell are they doing? Like, why are you using hairspray? But if you want to get a bone straight look and you want it to stay like that, especially in the weather it is now, I live in Georgia and it's hot and it's humid, and if you have virgin hair, it will wave up, and it makes me so mad when I just spend an hour or however time washing and doing my hair and it waves up. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that pisses me off. You know, like, what? But this hairspray has saved my weave life, because now my hair stays so bone straight and it's so good. And I use the Frizzy hairspray. I do recommend having a loose, like a soft to touch hairspray, because it doesn't, you don't have to brush it out or anything for it to stay soft and to stay flexible. So I would recommend a flexible hold spray, but this one is not. But all you have to do is, if you have like a regular hold spray, all you have to do is, as soon as you spray it, before it dries, you brush it out, and it won't make your hair crunchy. It will keep your hair very soft. So if you don't have a flexible hold a hairspray, just make sure when you spray it, you brush it out right after. But I do recommend a flexi hold one, but this is just one I had already laying around the house and I decided to use it. And again, it is frizzy. As far as shedding, tangling, and things like that sort, the hair does snag towards the ends a good bit. It's pretty good when I brush it out and stuff, but as the day goes along, it does snag, and I do notice that it does snag a good amount. I do believe it's from me bleaching the hair, because I did not get any of this before, but I do believe it's from me bleaching the hair, which is okay. It's not anything that's like, okay, I have to rip this wig off immediately. No, it's not like that at all. It just snags pretty much towards the end, and it only does it like if I'm having a long day, kind of out and about, that's when it will snag. Or if I don't wrap my hair or wear a bonnet, it will snag a lot more on that end. As far as shedding goes, this hair does shed a good amount. It will shed. It's not to the point where it's globs of hair, but it is to the point where it's noticeable, and the hair is red, so I can see how much it's shedding. But every time I brush it, every time I comb it, I get a good amount of shedding of the hair. It hasn't thinned out though. The hair hasn't thinned out or anything like that, but I think it's probably it has to do with a lot of breakage from me dyeing the hair, not necessarily it's just the hair actual pieces coming out, because when I do brush it, it is shorter pieces sometimes, but for the most part, overall, it does shed. And I get the most shedding when I don't wrap the hair or when the hair is a little dry. So I do recommend that you try to keep this hair moisturized. You try to use weightless oils and sprays to keep it moisturized, but this hair will give you a good little bit of shedding if you do dye the hair and bleach you will get a good amount of shedding, but it mostly comes when the hair is a little dry. But to sum it all up, you do get a lot of shedding, not to the point where again it's thinning your hair out or it's globs of hair, but it is noticeable. It will get kind of everywhere, but I do believe again it is from me bleaching the hair, and I did use a high level developer when I was bleaching the hair, so that might be why I am getting a good amount of shedding. But again, it's not to the point where the hair is thin or anything like that, but it is very noticeable and it will get everywhere, just so you guys know. And every time you brush your hair, you will see shedding. It's not like it's sometime thing, it's an every time thing with this hair. As far as does the hair mat up, no, this hair does not mat up. It just snags, and again, it does snag towards the ends, and sometimes it snags a little bit towards the sides. Again, all I have to do is moisturize it a little bit and it goes away, or brush it out and it will go away. But it does snag a good amount a bit, and it does not mat up at all though. It just snags a little bit. That's about it. As far as does the hair stay shiny and does it look really healthy at all times, yes it does. I have not had a moment with this hair yet that it looks dry, brittly, unhealthy. It doesn't look like I bleached it at all. It looks like it came like this. So as far as how it looks, it just looks healthy. Even after I flat iron it, and I literally flat iron this hair every day, it looks so good. As you can see, it looks really healthy. As you can see, it looks super duper healthy and pretty. It's still bouncy and flowy. It still has a lot of movement. Even when I hairspray and everything like that, it doesn't get heavy on me. It hasn't got oily and greasy on me. But I do recommend if you do use the hairspray that you do wash it at least once every 2 weeks, or whenever you feel like it's getting a little dirty. But it is really healthy looking. It's really bouncy. The closure has given me no problems. The closure matches perfectly with the actual bundle hair, which I'm really happy about. The only thing with the closure is that when it was kind of constructed weird, it had a lot of extra lace on it, and when I went to install it, I pretty much did cut some of the actual silk off the closure, because it was just constructed really weird. Like, it was so much lace and it was like made really weird, so when you put it on your head, it was just all this extra lace kind of flapping over the sides, and I thought that was really bad, so I cut it off. And I thought that's how, I don't know, it was just constructed weird, so I had to pretty much cut some of my actual closure and hair off the unit to make it look good. And I wasn't really happy with that, because I don't really like cutting closures, because I feel like closure is a closure. Like, I want to keep the closure, but the way it was constructed, you pretty much had no choice. Either you're gonna have a whole bunch of lace and a little bit of silk, or you're gonna have all silk. So that's the only thing. I didn't really like how the closure was constructed, but I do think it is a nice closure, except for it was just constructed really weird to me. That was the only down thing about like the closure. So for the most part with this hair, I really do like this hair company, and I really do love this hair. The only cons are, again, is just I do experience shedding and snagging from both the closure and the bundle hair, and also I did not like how the silk base closure was constructed very well. But for the most part, I do love this hair. It is really pretty gorgeous hair. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. A lot of people love the hair color and just the hair in general. But I do recommend that you guys check out this company. I believe they do have really nice hair, and I so recommend that you guys check this company out. I will leave their information, their Instagram and things below. If you guys follow me on Instagram, make sure that you check out their page. I do tag them in all the pictures with my hair installed. And yes, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope that you guys enjoyed. Bye.